Does it happen all the time?
You just start.
Is what she said.
You just start. No warning. You just get us.
Do you always need a warning?
I kind of
on your marks, get ready, go.
Like
I mean, don't be bad.
Like. So have we started or?
It's a stamper. I don't think so.
Welcome to Accidental Discharge. Today we have.
You don't understand.
Is there still a flower in your hair?
Yes.
Okay, so.
And I'm the flower girl, Jessica.
Give it. You are.
Aisha.
A lot of smiling.
Aisha, why you not sure about your name?
No, I was just like, he asked me my name.
Just in
Wow.
case.
It's your first time?
It's my first time.
It is. Wow. How was
I'll
it?
drink to that.
I love it. Sharp, sharp.
Please.
How was your first time, though?
What?
On accidental discharge.
Exactly.
It was. Actually, I've been on here like
What
four
do you think
or
we're
5
talking
times.
about?
Nothing
Oh,
at
okay.
all.
Astaghfirullah.
So our
It's
last
like
guest,
5 times.
Yeah?
she's been 5 rounds.
Wow. Hi. My name is Nkay.
Yo, that's it.
Yeah, my name is Nkay.
Oh, great.
Would
Captain,
you want
Captain
to know
Awesome.
something else?
No. Do you want to tell us something else?
No, at all, I'm good. Nkay. Signing in.
Signing in.
Just where you like it.
Today I'm the only guy.
Which is weird,
I
right?
hope you guys will be kind to me.
Of course, we will be kind to you.
We'll try our possible best.
I feel like, you want to tell me something? The guy in my back end. What do you guys think about cheating in relationships?
I saw that video.
Yeah, you did see the video.
Tari video.
Tari sent me a video in which a guy was saying the way men cheat and the way women cheat are different. That men can cheat and the woman will not mean anything. But if a woman cheats, it's terrible because women are emotional creatures. Like
Cheating
wow.
is cheating.
Yes.
It's such a lack of discipline on the side, massive.
What about on the man's side? So when women cheat, not lack of discipline.
No, all of it
All
is
of
lack
it.
of
Okay.
it. But the way men look at it like it's their right and it's their need, I feel it's a terrible lack of discipline on their end. Trash.
Like
No, but like this is happen. Like you can just accidentally cheat.
You can accidentally
Accidentally just
cheat.
jump.
I mean, you know how your emotions are. You can just up and start liking somebody. Yeah, without your consent.
But then
you do something without your own consent.
Yes,
First of all, maybe we should start from what do you consider cheating to be?
Oh, that's true.
I think there's physical cheating. I think there's emotional cheating
Yeah.
as well. So
Is,
like
and
when you're
is
catching
there
some-
anyone that's okay?
None of it
Oh,
is
okay.
okay, but I kind of understand emotional ones.
You can understand emotional cheating.
I can validate emotional cheating.
Yeah, because
You guys
I
are
understand
proving-
like you're tired now.
No,
You're
it's not about like you might be just wondering.
Exactly.
Like you met someone at some place and you're just thinking about the
and
person.
maybe they're giving you what your partner doesn't give. So I understand emotionally, like you're attracted. But when you start offing panties and start telling yourselves in the night, hey babe, trash. That's trash. I can't even say anything.
There's
other
emotional
than
cheating,
that.
like you meet someone and then just like the person. And you have a partner, yeah, but like you just like the person.
Yeah.
But if you don't pursue it, is that really cheating?
Exactly. That's
Good
so.
point.
It's
Exactly.
until you pursue it, it becomes
don't-
cheating.
I agree.
And then when you pursue it, then it becomes like the
When you
physical
pursue
one.
what? So say I'm not sleeping with anybody, but like I have this female friend and we talk a lot. Like she tells me her issues, I help her out.
That's
I
why
tell
my
her
boyfriend cannot have female friends.
Oh my God! No
I
way!
am your best friend.
I am
No
one of them.
way
I
that
am
is-
one of
I am
them.
your
You cannot be one of them.
I am one
all
of
in
them.
all,
Don't you
nigga.
have like a million male best friends?
No.
Don't you have like a million male friends?
I cut off all male friends.
When
We
you're
be
in a
friends,
relationship.
but they're
No,
friends.
not when I'm in a relationship, like
Generally.
in general.
So today as you stand now, you have no male friend.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
I have male friends because I'm still searching in the pool. But once I catch the one I'm looking for,
Fisher woman.
So let me understand this.
boundaries.
Wait, let me understand this. So today, you have all these male guys, they're your friends, they come through for you all the time whenever you need them.
Sometimes.
You know. I say sometimes.
That's why I don't try to need niggas.
Do you get?
So that you don't have to cut them off.
Yes, like I don't need them in the first
They're already
place.
cut off.
Like,
I want
They
them.
don't-
I
And do
don't
you have the
need
same
them.
beliefs? You can't be your partner can't be friends with
You can be
opposite
friends.
sex.
You can be friends. I love friendship. I value friendships. You can have friends, but like know when to draw the line.
Exactly.
Because me, I will know too. Because if you're being off the chart, I will see you, and I will, yeah.
I think that's what it is.
You
I think
wanna?
people should. Yeah, she kills people just randomly.
Yeah, like I shoot you.
I don't
And
know.
guys, thanks for having me on your podcast time.
I don't think you're the niggas that she was talking about.
Yeah. Those ones have things flapping.
What are you talking about?
Nothing
What?
flapping.
She's talking about men, like she wants to kill men. That's
No,
what she
I'm not
said.
saying. Oh my
Men
god, you
have
make me
dicks
sound
flapping.
like a killer or something.
You just said.
No,
Why are we
like
talking
if
about
they
dicks and
mess
flaps?
up.
Like, I'm not sure how we got into this. Is the
Yes,
problem
please,
with accidental discharge.
Let us
But you were
rewind.
trying to explain why you don't
don't-
want your partner having men. Is that what you're trying
To be honest, maybe I'm exaggerating a little bit, but it wouldn't make me feel comfortable if you had a very close friend that is a like opposite
gender,
sex.
yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, so what you're saying is that you expect that as soon as he starts dating you.
Seriously.
that they draw some
So
boundaries.
what you're saying is that if he's married to you, his best friend who is known all his life, who they are so
No.
close, he should just cut the person off.
No,
Not
definitely.
completely.
There should be boundaries.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry, we're talking about relationships. So now it's 2022. What is like, as you are women here now,
Yeah.
what is your interest in 2022? What is that thing that you're looking for more than a side relationship? Obviously, we're probably thinking about exactly right.
The money.
In what factions, what areas would you say as women?
I think we're looking for
Fintech.
exactly a
Fintech.
leg into.
Fintech? You dabble in fintech?
Yeah. Not so much. I'm still
Learning.
beginner level. Yeah, but like fintech,
I don't know, you say fintech. What do you mean?
financial technology,
I know. There we go.
bitcoins, NFTs.
Oh, okay.
Like, I mean, that's the new metaverse.
So sorry, I did not know didn't know what fintech was. I just learned that right now.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
for real?
I know about NFTs and Bitcoin, but I didn't know there was like.
So I mean,
just found out
I don't know if
NFTs are-
does that fall under fintech? Do they classify it under
Yeah, they do.
NFTs?
They should.
it's all,
Yeah.
it's all within.
Yeah, it's all.
They should actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You say fintech. How about
Yeesh.
you?
As in, I'm a market woman.
Market woman.
Yeah, like business. I have a food business. I have a thrift business. So that's
Is it trips business?
yeah.
I didn't know.
I just started it.
Oh, okay.
Thanks.
I think women are looking to make a difference in a lot of the bigger things that concern them. Like see women coming out to run for presidency 2023.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
People moving into campaigning, women trying to really get into the spaces that matter to make something of themselves. I think that's what I see 2022.
And I'm
being
so
about.
buying it. Like
I am
I'm in love with
I am,
it.
I am here
Like
for
tickets,
the-
like
that's what should be
inject
twerking.
it. Like
No, financial empowerment for women is so important.
Exactly.
And like I'm just glad that everybody is waking up that you shouldn't rely on a man or you shouldn't rely on your partner.
I mean,
But I
it's
like
not-
the
it's not-
secondary
it's not-
funding
it's not
of men,
actually,
though.
it's not actually a fault. Like when I was growing up, like I had the mentality that the man's supposed to make provisions
Yeah.
for the woman.
Yeah.
Take care
That
of
was how I grew up.
everything.
Like the man's supposed to provide for the family, and the woman just supposed to stay at home and just be a wife.
Homemaker.
But that's an interesting take that I hear oftentimes. But sometimes when you speak to maybe more, maybe like like 3 generations ago, you do hear a lot of stories about the women at home not only going to the farm and farming, but also taking their proceeds to the markets. So now my question is, when they say the men were known to provide what, at least in that time, what were they providing?
Okay, most of the time,
Yes.
the women report to the man after the whole market thing
Exactly.
is giving the money.
Agreed.
Exactly.
But at the end of the day, we're still saying that they were doing all the work. The man wasn't necessarily doing the work. He
Okay.
was just dispensing money to run
But that's
the
also
home.
providing.
Not really. Like I grew up in Abia State, about
Okay.
like a conk Igbo environment.
Yes.
So my
So
dad-
like maybe not your dad's generation, maybe his grandfather. Was his grandfather the one going to the farm
yeah,
and going
he
to
was
the
I
market?
think he was a herbalist. Like
Oh, okay.
Traditional
The
medicine.
witch doctor.
No, you know then the traditional medicine could do all this.
As in, like I'm looking at
I said herbalist. I said herbalist,
I
you
don't,
guys.
yeah, okay. And
But the herbalist, and then my great grandma was a farmer, and then she can start produce and give him the money. Then he
Mhm.
was the one disbursing to the kids. So
Yeah.
they didn't think their mom worked.
Mhm.
So everything was going to the dad, like, oh, my dad just provides every bloody thing. So they had that mentality growing up. Like the woman just
It's there.
exists. Maybe, then the man does the hard labor.
Man, I feel like I get that because even today I was at an interview and I realized that there's so many things that women were a part of that the stories exclude them
Yeah, a
Mm.
lot.
from.
They call them off.
Apart this fight to freedom, women were integral. Like they were almost as
At the
innate
forefront.
as the men.
Which are the fights to freedom?
From the fight to independence, democracy,
To be honest,
and
I
a lot of
don't hear
women, you
women's-
don't hear their story. They just
Yeah.
washed them out and
Yeah.
made it look like it was all the men doing the fighting, and that was it. The most they do is give us that honorable mention of an Aba women riot, and then
I grew up in
free it.
Aba, so no.
Exactly.
You said
Like
you
that's
what?
I grew up in Aba.
Oh, okay.
Aba men right. I heard a lot about
yeah.
it.
So I think
They are
maybe,
dogged.
yeah. So I think maybe honestly men have taken too much credit, and then we the kids who just saw them being the dispensers of money are now grow up to
With a
think
mentality.
it must be the man to do it,
Provide.
not knowing that there might have been some background movements
Help and all
happening
the
at the
rest,
back
yeah.
before that.
So you say men have taken a lot of the credit, or all of the credit, right?
Yes.
My question would then be, but like, who tells these stories?
The men.
Men.
The men.
Are they the ones that tell the stories?
Yes.
In which, in what capacity, right? Because at home you're more likely to you're more raised by your mother, right? She's the one that generally instills a lot in the
But-
children.
But men had education. Men could have freedom to get education at that time. So they wrote the books. They wrote the things that stayed that were passed down from generation to
So there was
generation.
no word-to-word passing.
So
passing
you
down.
can't even tell, like, a mom can't tell her kids
The truth.
another thing, like, you get, the man has to say. So you should tell the kids what the man did, or he's the hero, he caught a lion.
Yeah, and to be honest, women do
Yeah.
that a lot
Just to
for their
praise-
men.
just to
you
praise the
know.
To
husband
make
and
their
all.
men look better.
And you know you guys have ego. God damn it.
No, I
Exactly.
d-
They
I-
will say,
I-
let us protect.
Like,
it,
you have
let's
guts in your front pocket. Like,
respect. They will
Yeah.
tell respect.
I don't have an ego.
nobody has ego. It's fine. You don't have to deny your ego.
He
I
really does
actually
deny it.
don't have an ego.
He swears he doesn't
He
have
swears
an
he
ego.
doesn't have an
Actually
He
ego.
does.
I wish I had a little
I say he does.
for ego.
Yes,
No, I'm like I'm
Yeah.
saying you swear you
Yeah.
don't, but I don't know. I've not seen any ego behavior from you.
Do we even know what ego behavior is?
I don't know. I've never seen
entirety.
Tari defensive, and I feel like that's like the most ego thing. Like you're just.
I was defensive like 4 episodes ago. Like
Really?
I accused them of all hating me.
Okay then.
The 4 people that were here, like, you all hate me because I said something to them and they seemed to ignore the crux of what I was saying and just like come back. And I was
Oh,
like,
okay. That sounds
I
more
was
like you were
no,
hurt.
No. Why'd you guys hate me?
Aw.
It's absolutely unfair that you make me go through this.
Even your ego issues are cute, Tari. It's cute.
Your
Cute
ego
ego.
issues are cute.
Yeah.
Like puppy cute ego.
So we all reside in Nigeria.
No,
I
I
said
live
in the
in heaven.
metaverse.
Please carry me. Man, see,
I mean,
see.
That shit's scary, just so you know.
Why are you scared?
Exactly.
What if we just
Hey.
What you just want?
What if they just hook you there
What
and
if-
they just arrest you in the spirit?
what if you can't come back? Like,
Exactly. And then your body
okay,
rots.
I mean, so
it's mind-boggling.
So think of it. Think,
Exactly.
so sometimes, like, there's. I don't have a lot of fears, right? But like, when there's like lots of people involved in one thing, it even makes it more at ease. So if they trap all of us there and we don't come back, all of us will be there
see.
now.
I don't understand.
Cute.
No.
We will all be there.
Please
Terry,
don't trap me.
The way my luck works, only me will not come back. Honestly, I will not come back. Like they'll be like, oh, Nkay still, oh, like you get, but like you get.
Well, I mean, even if you get trapped in the metaverse, you'll be living the time of your life. Like,
No,
why
not
would you
really.
care? Of course
What if
we
they
will.
punish
What do
you
you know
in
that's
the
gonna happen?
What
metaverse
if
and
who
it's just
punishes
your
you?
mind? Like, I
Mark
don't know.
Zuckerberg.
Exactly. He runs an application that gives you nightmares for life. Like, you'll be messed up on another level.
You're thinking this thing way too far.
No,
Yeah,
no, trust me.
People are
Things-
buying
things
land in the
are far.
metaverse.
Yeah, of course, but also part of the whole idea of the metaverse, which would most likely be run on the Web3, right, is individual people you also have control of what you're doing on the internet at that point.
Like control
So it's
of
not-
myself, or control
Of and even like your environment. So Web 3.0 is so like now the internet is basically people create platforms, you go on, and your access is limited to just inputting, if I can put it like that. But then you have like more control of, let's say, for lack of better understanding, the back end of certain things.
So more
like
ability to
you'd also-
create your own world.
Exactly. How it will, your own universe there would run and operate.
But like, I have
Now,
a
of-
question. Like, why? Well, like,
That's the question.
would have
But
just
no, but
created.
Yes.
Like, your question of why is like asking why develop, why evolve, why
I'm so sorry.
like why using a smartphone today.
No.
You sound like someone in the 60s.
Okay,
who
chill.
was talking about
know-
mobile phone.
know-
I'm like, yeah, but why?
I know why I'm doing a smartphone.
Of
I
course
guess.
you know why, but
I
you-
don't get why I want to be in another like, it's already stressful
Because
here. Can
at
I,
that-
can I just
that-
let
that's
us
the,
be?
That's the whole point. The metaverse is supposed to help you evolve to a new
No,
level,
I've-
reduce stress.
Escapism.
It's escapism, one.
It
Two.
would start off as escapism, but it wouldn't continue like that because
But
because everybody's life will eventually transcend into that world.
So, like, we'll leave planet Earth.
You said what?
Only our bodies will be here to eat and go back.
Your body will
That's
be here
it.
to do the bare minimum.
I'm signing out of the metaverse.
Like pollution will reduce. Like
But then,
access
it's
to
not a real space, is it?
You said what?
It's not a real space.
It doesn't have to be a real space.
But that's
It
the
has to
point.
be
It's
a
like a
good-
drug.
You're going to be existing there as though it was real.
Why?
Like, I don't know. You keep
don't-
asking me
Like,
why.
enjoy
just-
your
what's the reason?
existence
Efficiency.
here.
Efficiency. Wow, human
For
beings.
more. If,
So,
if,
like,
if not for
I'll
anything,
transit
efficiency.
to another form and just be up, like.
I mean, you can whatever form you want to be, right? But
You
like-
could jump over buildings.
But
in
like
the
understand that it
metaverse.
doesn't. It
So,
doesn't.
I'll still go down and start hustling again, yeah?
well,
You
yes.
sit and look for money.
Yeah, you get it's not, it's
Yes, but it
what's
will
the
be,
point?
But it will be,
There are games now you can play in the metaverse where if you kill, like they have like battle games.
Yeah,
So if you kill,
you got points and all those
if
things.
you kill,
you can make money from playing games.
you get like the money they have, like actual.
Oh yeah, I can't fight. They're gonna kill me.
They
You
will
get
kill me
Like it just
over
sounds.
and
so
over and
bored me,
over
like-
again. Like,
Or
you're
you're
not
just scared about being trapped inside it.
not
No,
even
like,
trapped. I
it-
think
it-
the
it-
idea of it in
it's
its
a whole
entirety,
thing.
just like.
And it's not like it's so vague
Yeah.
and it's scary. I like things being explained to the bottom, like it's just there.
And I like that, and I feel
Metaverse.
like they don't tell us the cons.
Yeah.
They're only pushing it as it's
Did you
just this amazing space.
Yes.
When we have things like Black Mirror that have won.
No,
Black
no.
Mirror. Have you seen Black Mirror?
Have you seen Black Mirror?
Yes.
Like, that's literally what they are doing. And secondly, I think I wonder, what does that do to our biology?
Yes.
What do you
Because
mean?
we are so intricately connected. I don't think we don't know how to separate us as
Our
a human.
physical,
Like our
yeah.
psyche, we already know that sometimes your mind can have very big effects on,
On
your,
your body,
biology.
like-
we know our DNA transmits not just what you get, but some of your history and your memories.
Yeah.
So
Passes down
what
the
would
line.
that mean for
The
what
next
the next
generation.
generation?
Because I feel like
we're
we're going to
creating?
lose a lot of our biology.
Exactly.
Yeah, but
Does that?
that's not the. You're worrying from the consumer perspective, but those guys they don't care.
But
anything
that's,
about
that's why it's even a problem, because it's all about the money.
I think
Why?
while there is a large, and with almost everything in the world, there's a large influence of consumerism, but I don't think that's at the heart of it. Like,
That is at the heart of it. They're
I
buying
don't-
land. They've not even started anything.
Like-
So-
It's
so-
money.
They're not even telling you like, oh, this is a free experience. Come and check it out.
Exactly.
They are
So-
buying land with
so-
money
so the
that
thing
I
is,
don't have.
the
You
thing
get-
is, the thing is, people are acting
be a
brand
pop
new
candidate.
about buying land in digital world because metaverse has come to light now. People have been spending money on games for years.
Okay.
People spend money on Candy Crush. It's the same thing.
True,
If you're in
true.
they've had digital Sims games where you pay money to acquire land. So it's not a new thing, right? Now, just because the metaverse has become a trending topic, is now, and because of the financial gains that could be accrued to it over time or when it fully sets in, people are trying to get ahead of the curve, right? The thing is, a lot of these worlds that they're even buying land in may not even end up being anything at the end of the day.
Me.
Yeah, may. Because they may not be the world that everyone eventually plugs into. So people are jumping into it. They are trying to get ahead of it, essentially to exploit. So you see people, if you have money,
First
yes,
there,
get
first
in
serve,
there.
first
But like,
Exactly. If you have money,
those
get.
jumping on it are the rich. I know.
Not
You know, how,
necessarily-
you know how
yes.
the rich eats the like they get. They're going to.
They are the rich and the people, and they are the people
then
who have gotten there early,
Mm-hmm.
right? They are the rich and the people who have
finance,
gotten
right?
there early. But you can wait because at the end of the day, you know, Mark is steady talking about his metaverse, and Elon is talking about Neuralink. So there's a lot that is still going to be developed that
Yeah, no, they're
the people that are there now,
obviously.
the
Exactly.
people who are there now are just,
can they
you
leave me
could
out
call
of
them
it?
scammers,
Like,
right? Can they what?
So they're Yahoo boys
can they leave me
online
out of
already.
it? Like,
No, I mean, to be honest, the full metaverse experience will probably not kick in for maybe the next 5 to 10 years.
Please, they should not
Right?
just kick in.
And when
no
it,
kid don't be around for all of that.
you said? So you
I
can
don't
you can choose not to plug in, but like I told her the other time, a point will reach where
Yes.
you'll be the only one in this world.
Yes.
No
So what will you
shaking.
be doing?
In fact, that's when
That's
I
terrible.
be chill
And
and
understand
run
that-
around
It's not
naked.
possible.
That's not true.
Exactly.
I mean, you may have some colonies of people who refuse. They are like outliers. They say they are not going to join. But like, what would they be doing? What would you be doing? Lots of people's work will move to the metaverse.
Yes.
Lots of people's lives will move. What will you? And it's not as if you can just be here plunging stores and picking because there will still be law here. There will still
I'll
be
be
law
making
here.
money
So
here.
you'll just be in your house by yourself, waiting for people to come back.
Yes.
You're waiting for Yeesha to take a break from the metaverse. And you know, she has to take it in real life. So like,
how does it work? Like a plug-in, like a
Doesn't that
VR.
just sound like a waste of life all of a
Exactly.
That's a what?
A waste of your
No
own life.
purpose.
You
Just
just
sit and
escaping
plug-
and
yes.
chilling.
nigga, what
in
is the
a
life that you're living? Is what people have told you.
No.
You are
my
born,
life
they
is
told you to go to
mine. I
school,
chose
they say you
it
should
and
finish
I'm
school,
happy
you
with
should get
it.
a job. Like it's, you are going to a world where you can experience a life that you want to experience.
But I want to experience my life right here.
But you don't know what your life is.
I love
That's
my
the
life.
illusion of living.
Exactly.
Like you
I
get
don't-
to,
I don't
all
know
of a
what
sudden
that
you get to go to Mount Kilimanjaro.
There we
in
go.
In your,
Your
neuroscience,
head,
in your
yeah.
head.
Yes.
And then
But you will feel it like you are there in person.
It's a
You,
lie.
if you are on, if you are on,
Guess what?
if you are on Kilimanjaro and you plug out, you will probably still be shivering here.
Guess what?
Because
Guess
you
what?
feel it
It's
in
going
your.
to, it's going to fuck with us mentally.
Oh my god.
Exactly.
Oh my
that
god,
just
it's
sounds
going
like
to
giving
fuck.
up on the actual.
Oh my
Wow,
god, it's going to
it's
fuck with us.
expensive.
No, it
Everything.
doesn't because you can see, you can still. The experience of going to Kilimanjaro is not getting on a plane
Has
and
anyone
flying to
played a
what country?
virtual reality game?
Yes.
Yes.
I have, and like it is.
It
I
felt so real.
Yes.
And the metaverse will be realer than that.
That's
So
the
that's
problem.
what I'm saying. I don't
So
want
why
to
is that a
do
problem?
that. I
Let
don't
me
want
tell
to
you
do
why.
that.
No,
It's going to fuck with us
but you're playing a
so
VR
bad.
game like a
I'm
scary
serious, like,
game.
yes.
Like,
I'm not
that's an
ready.
experience. You're
copy
going to be
my
living your
life.
regular
Focus.
life. So the regular life.
They feed me to an AI and I don't
I mean, of
know.
course it does. But
I'm
like, you live in
possessed.
Nigeria.
And I'll be chilling. Yeah.
Fairs.
No. But you know the thing about technology that I don't like? Oh, no, I don't like. I think this why I'm very skeptical about the metaverse is that the reality of technology is that it's reflective of our realities. There's no technology that hasn't been brought in with this like a utopia view of making everything better that we
Yeah.
haven't seen along the line.
Yes.
Still breeds the inequalities that are existent here. So
Instagram.
imagine it in another world. Like
Let me tell you.
It's
So,
mad.
so,
Remember
your,
when
so your
Instagram-
problem is human beings.
yes, and
Not
if for
the
the ones you're
technology.
still
Actually,
going
yes.
to
You
use
can't
it,
get
don't
rid of
use the
human beings.
technology.
Even if you live here, you still deal with the
That's why
shithead
we
human
should free
beings.
the technology,
So
man. Because
why?
we know human beings.
So imagine like you have to deal
you
with.
can't-
Imagine you have to
can't
deal with
pause.
that
You can't
bully.
pause for everyone else to be fine.
To
Of
be
course you
fine.
can't.
You can't,
See,
you can't wait for everyone. I mean, you'd be waiting forever.
imagine that person that stands in front of
These people are
your
in a-
door
these
to
people are in
bully
a
you every
position to
day.
create the
In the metaverse, you
next-
can't fucking do that.
Why?
At the same time, you have to realize that
Because
they're
you
really
just
trying to-
teleport away from him.
Hold on, they're trying to find a way to make everyone eventually just their own.
Why
Because
not? That's going to
COVID
save the
proper.
planet.
in your house, everything is going to be automated. Machines.
But
How will it?
Nigeria
Huh?
will not be able to
You get
use
food.
the metaverse the
Generally,
way
I don't know
the
if you
West
look at
You can wake
Nigeria,
up to
all
eat,
of us
but
are-
like
the inequalities
that's
in
it.
reality will affect
That's it.
whatever
Or
we're
you'll be able to
thinking
order
of
from
doing
the
in that
metaverse
metaverse.
if you
Divide-
like, and
divide-
then they'll-
But that's
But
when you have tech and you have money.
That's a good point. We don't
Look
even
at
have
Nigeria.
electricity.
We don't even have
First
electricity.
of
How
all,
we
first
going
of
to
all,
keep up?
I have to buy the gadgets to be in the meta.
Exactly. You have to buy it. You have to service
But
it.
Mark,
you have to buy
but
it.
Mark is trying
We
to make it
don't
affordable
have-
for.
The affordable is not Nigeria's affordable.
Affordable.
The way
I have to
Africa is
buy
going,
a
we will
smart TV. I have to
suffer.
buy
I'm
the whole
confused.
VR thing.
So I'm confused.
I've
Let me
tried
tell you, like
a
7
VR
years ago,
sword.
7 years ago, I was at an Africast event, and the keynote speaker was talking about digital radio in Nigeria. And I'm like, nigga, people don't even use radio again. Like
only
the outside world don't. You're about to give me a specifics about people in villages. Yes, they are also not. They are also not going to use digital radio. So yes, so they are not the people we are talking about. So the outside world has moved past digital, and you are telling us that in 2022 we are going to fully digitalize radio. It doesn't make it. You cannot say people should stay behind because of Nigeria. Nigeria needs to catch up.
If we keep it honest, they haven't stayed behind. They didn't wait.
Who didn't wait?
All the people that, if they were to wait, like countries, Dubai might.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Nobody's going to wait for you to get your light.
I'm
Get your light
glad
in
I'm in
check.
Nigeria because we're not going anywhere. All of us just.
No, but also,
You just
but
put it in the corner,
if
man.
you think of the long term, yeah, certain areas. The thing is, things like power, pollution,
It takes a while
factories,
to get here.
the user of those things will reduce, right? Whether it will give us access to more power here, I don't know.
Oh, you wish.
You know, our problem in Nigeria is spiritual.
Highly spiritual.
So we don't know whether people not using more power elsewhere will help us have more power, or people will just keep sitting on the power.
Like we're in Nigeria, before the whole Metaverse thing gets really into Nigeria.
To take a while.
Yeah, but
and then
you-
if
but-
they
I
now
would
do
have died.
everything here,
Maybe.
problematic
When
for
even
me.
Instagram updates, we get the updates late.
Bro.
So what are you
Instagram.
going to do?
We get the updates late.
I feel like it's just going to reinforce things that we're running away from, and we'll still meet it there, ma'am. And I don't like it.
I'd rather meet it there than meet it here.
To be honest, I'm just afraid of like human beings and how they relate to each other. Today I was thinking about it. I'm reading this book and it's taking me so long to read this small book. I was thinking about like when I was younger and I would finish like a huge novel in how many days. Just like this my phone, this my, just being like so connected to these things. They just distract you. So what does that mean for human beings and connecting in real life?
True.
And the base, like human beings, the first thing that we crave is human connection. So when we now digitize it, what does that mean for our
What do
future?
you think will be the first set of business that will
Be on the
sell in
Metaverse.
What
I
is the
almost feel like
first
it
line
would
of
be
business you
love,
think will sell
connection
in the
thing.
Metaverse?
Something about physical touch.
In terms of,
Something about like physical touch. I can touch you.
Oh,
Can you
but
touch me?
Mark
Like,
is already
yeah,
working on
you feel
that.
it's
That's
like
what it
No,
is.
they are
Yeah,
no,
it-
but
it-
Mark is
yeah,
already
You can't
working
sell.
on that.
yeah, you're
That's
going.
where
Yeah.
it goes.
But that's what's going to be hepatic suits now.
Yeah, yeah, so.
You're going to have hepatic suits, so
I have to buy the parties
or you're going to have a hepatic
or
suit,
patches or
What I'm
something.
or
It's most
or
likely
you would
that
be,
it's
or
just like anything else, the porn industry is going to push the Metaverse.
Exactly. Oh my
Metaverse
gosh.
code. Okay, I hate this now. I'm just like,
That's actually what's
Imagine,
gonna happen.
imagine going to a strip club in the Metaverse.
Wow, look at you already.
that's the, so you see
like, sorry,
that's the point. You see how essentially the world, there's this whole campaign of a global world, everybody coming together. That is going to make it easier.
oh my god.
So people that ordinarily would never have been able to experience, as you
The
said,
level of connectivity
strip
is
club.
going to be
they could
Metaverse,
experience a
like-
strip club.
But then
Anybody.
you're going to
Go to a
lose-
strip
you're
club
going
in
to
Taiwan.
lose- Like, imagine if you come out of the Metaverse now.
Yes,
It's going to be so strange.
of
Like,
course.
real life.
Yeah, real life is going to be so difficult and
Oh,
strange.
When,
Yeah, but-
when
but-
COVID happened and
but-
we went out, I
And
was
then
like,
we
I had
had-
so much anxiety, like just going to the store for a little
So
while.
that's the
Because
point.
we are
Like
afraid of
at that
that.
point, you wouldn't even be
Because
doing
the-
you wouldn't
the
even be
store was
doing those
empty.
things. Your real life, and because you are just like you said about the VR, and this is going to be more. Your real life will be in the Metaverse.
So
When
like,
you
so
are
like outside is the fake life.
when you're not going to be doing anything outside, you'll be maybe if you're not one of those
Okay,
people that
chill. How will I eat?
you're
How
not one
will I
of those people that are
shower?
on drip and they are
You
feeding
come
you.
back out.
You said
please,
what?
and go
How
back.
will I eat?
That's what I'm saying.
Shower.
So some people will be on drip, right? Feeding them, and they just wouldn't come out.
Those with divine
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Can you imagine religion in the Metaverse?
Of course.
No
Like, it's
worse
going
than
to-
religion.
It's
yeah.
going to be so commercialized and what's
you'll be able
not.
to play, Call
What?
of Duty.
What? It's going to be so, like. In fact, if you can play God in the Metaverse, feeling like you're jumping
You
off
crash out.
buildings and whatnot, like
course
Yeah.
you can.
what
I
happens
feel like
in
they're
real
going
life
to
for your
definitely
belief
do
system?
that.
For your belief system.
It's going to be
Yes.
fucked. It's going to be ruined. Like, you won't have any.
I don't know. You keep talking about this real life, and for me, it confuses me because I feel like you think that you're going to Alton Towers and doing things in real life. Like the world will be like it will be like a strip. There will be literally be very little going on here.
Which is so sad.
There will actually be very little going on in real reality.
That's what I keep saying. That is not true.
You get.
You will be doing all that.
It will never change.
Yes, but you will be doing all that in the metaverse.
What the hell?
You
You
eat
can't
Are you
have
joking?
babies
How
in
you-
the
how you
metaverse, yo.
You eat in the you will not get full in reality,
That's why I keep
but
telling
you will
that.
still have the
See, what I'm saying
sensation
is,
of eating
what you're saying
in the
is-
metaverse.
How you will die off if
How
if
you-
you don't feed
No,
your
you have
body.
to. You will come out and be eating now.
Well, that's what
But
I'm
that's all
saying,
you come out to.
You're
That's
taking-
almost all you come out to
I
do.
think
What
you're
type of
talking
life
about,
is that?
He's talking about like the year 22, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, no, of course I'm talking about when that's fully settled. Yes.
When it has fully settled.
Yeah,
But
of course
in
not at
our
the beginning.
lifetime,
No, of course not. Probably not in our lifetime.
But isn't that what we are the gatekeepers of the future? Would you really like to wake up
the gatekeepers of the
miraculously
future cannot gatekeep
in
it.
2, 2, 3,
God,
4
like,
Yes.
and
Yeah,
see
The gatekeepers of the-
everybody
there's no
Yes.
such
hook
thing. There's
like
no
their
gatekeeper of the
batteries
future
to
to
this
actually
thing
be-
That-
and
Yes,
think
I
like
would-
you
I would love
did
it.
your
To be
world.
honest,
The
Wow,
earth will probably be
people were
flourishing.
I feel like
The
I-
earth itself will
Not
probably be
the same.
flourishing.
We've spoiled
The
things,
earth
man.
and
You get-
man
We've
are
done worse than
interlinked.
we don't spoil
If
things.
the
Like,
earth
they
crashes
complain.
and man is not there to till it, to interact with
They
it,
didn't keep any
to
gates,
be
man.
with it, it's
They didn't
not
keep
earth
anything.
as we
We've
know
done all
it.
that and we ruined it.
Nah, fam.
We've been
the
doing,
earth
we've been,
likes
we've been,
us and we
we've
like
been
the
tilling
earth.
and
We're
interacting with the
friends.
earth for years, and we have been ruining it.
See
That's
where
how
this
we've
flower
done.
likes my
But
head.
so why
You
don't
didn't, no, you took it from its place of birth
without
It's
his
like
consent?
Then
and
why
put it in your without its consent and
Then-
put it in your head.
then let's
I
create sustainable policies for the whole world instead of just creating another world to all go to.
You will not ruin that
And
world and go
escape.
I
to
love
triple
true.
meta.
And
This same
unrealistic
humans that you're
escape.
afraid of, you wanted to create that. How soon do you want it?
Jeez, you people.
How soon do you want
Man,
it?
I just
No,
don't
you-
think
yeah,
it's a
see,
good idea.
Me, I'm ready to plug in.
You would want me to share.
You are?
Today, if I have
Sorry.
the opportunity, I'm in the metaverse.
I feel like I'm going to go around breaking
The rest of you that want to,
Yeah.
the rest of you that want to
I'm
keep
going,
it.
I'm going to break it and run.
Outlaw.
You can't beat like this certain kind of interaction. I don't care, even if you go in, because I feel like that metaverse, Neuralink, whatever, it'll just induce the toxins into you. It's just like
They will
social
fuck
media.
you.
You know the way you already like,
Ha.
you like pictures, things that.
Like,
The weirdest thing I find to be on social media is like I see a sad story and then like 90,000 people like it. I'm like, what do you like?
On his hustle.
Like honestly. Like,
Yeah, because
you know,
lots of people,
But that is
lots
what
of people
your
habitually
relationship
just
is.
scroll and
Exactly.
Like you're not even in control of it. You think that like
That's just because that's
someone
just
died,
because
you're talking about you like this.
see again these are I think you're making
And it
more
makes
of
the
the
other person
you're
also
making
feel good.
you're making more of the point for the metaverse because like people now on social media because they can be watched and seen by other people still are acting for people. When you're in your own world, all you have to do is be yourself.
no.
No, but that's
You
the
are
thing. How do
literally-
you
like-
define
We are human
yourself in
beings.
a world that doesn't
Yes,
exist?
yourself,
it's-
whoever you
it's
are.
gonna
Let me tell you,
affect-
if you are living here in Nigeria and you feel like people that live around you, they don't get you. It's not a community that gets you.
So you
I
move to
think
you
you'll
can-
get today.
You
you
can
you think-
find a community. You can easily
You
find.
think.
What do you mean you think?
Like you
think you think
You
that
imagine it.
unless you are exceptionally unique and you stand alone
But you,
and nobody else will
But
get
like
it,
you know,
then
kind
yes,
you-
and that will still
you're-
happen to you in
you're
real life.
thinking you
But
meet
the
your
chances
kind.
of you finding a community that gets you
How you so
is
sure?
larger there.
How do you know?
It's like when people started the internet.
It's like
and
Twitter.
you had
I agree.
Yeah,
I
Twitter
agree,
or
like
you had
Twitter.
not even Twitter. When the internet started and you had Yahoo Messenger, you had chat rooms.
I understand.
People found their communities,
Yes.
no matter where they were in the world.
But-
all you had to do was get into that chat room and you have your
but,
people.
but think about it, doesn't it reinforce like the negative reinforcement, like when incels meet together and now create their community?
There's always
and their
going to be a
world?
I really like that
negative.
we're talking about the metaverse and then you look like Trinity or something and say you want to fight.
Is there a trinity in the metaverse?
Matrix. No, see, you cannot. There would always be bad people. You can. There are bad people now.
The metaverse will make them creating their own
But it
world
also make it easier for you to avoid them. It also make it harder for them to. And like you said, incels now. Even the incels will be able to find women that want them because they can create their own space.
Ay, wait, yo Allah.
Do you understand?
Yes,
Like
I'm more
so,
confident
all
than
the
them.
things, all the things that you are
Those people
worried.
eventually lose their mind.
Give me more alcohol.
You're not drunk.
All the
Or you can imagine
Like,
how
my
much your
brain is
flesh
going-
keeps you grounded. Like, you know when you're having like a bad dream and the only thing you're waiting for is to
Just
wake up
and just feel
realize
yourself.
you're back
Yeah.
here. Then
You can
imagine
actually-
if you
you
now
can actually
lose your
misplace
connect to
mind
that
and think
because
that the person you are in the metaverse when you
It's
come
who-
back into the real
It's
world.
Exactly.
You said?
It's like
That's
you
so
can have the,
fucked.
you could have the encouragement of who you are in
Thank
the
you.
in the metaverse. That when you come back to the real world, you might actually like embody that kind of character.
And then you just
Yeah.
start acting.
But then
the
I mean that might actually give you some confidence, but hopefully it doesn't make you stupid.
Oh,
And
it
it likely
might.
would
It
make you
might.
stupid.
I mean,
Yeah,
Just like when you think you have so many followers online, you're feeling like the big sawati and then misbehave.
And then you
Big
get
what?
sick
Big
and you're in the
sawati.
hospital all
The
by
big
yourself.
what?
You don't know what big sawati? Okay,
Never heard that.
it's Caribbean,
Oh, okay.
so it's like
Big sour.
The big,
yeah.
the big
Okay,
B.
the big boys.
They don't do.
Yes, but you're a fool, like.
I'm dead.
But like you don't know you're a fool.
I'm actually.
The emperor
fucking
in
dead.
My mom taught me.
I'm actually.
did she ever
fucking dead.
use this on you?
Let's not talk about it.
Are you both Caribbean-ish?
No, my mom is.
I'm Ethiopian.
Are you actually Ethiopian?
Addis Ababa, yeah.
Can't you
real?
see it?
I see it now.
Abia.
She's.
I grew up there, doesn't mean like it. I'm
That's
East
so
African.
cool. Did Solomon really give you guys something to Shiba? Like,
Solomon.
Die.
That guy,
Shiva
that guy's
visited
guy's
Solomon.
pull-out game. They say that guy's pull-out game is legendary.
Who?
Solomon.
King
he didn't have a
Solomon.
lot
Yeah.
of kids, you know.
Apparently, he had so
more
many wives and
and
concubines.
Oh, I had a low sperm count.
Wow.
Oh my God, but he had kids.
Another.
No.
Men down.
We shall accept no Solomon slander on this show.
I don't understand.
Solomon was a wise man.
He was a wise man.
Wise king.
Exactly,
mean he
a
had
king too.
That's why you could
Like
fuck
With
him.
many wives and concubines.
A
He had
thousand.
money.
STD everywhere.
He had money. Like, doesn't mean he had a good.
They didn't say he was.
Sex
he
game.
lived to- He was.
But what's his game? I mean, he
live
already
long.
had money now. What's the sex game again?
Did you get? He had low sperm count. He wasn't.
Also, I think
What
that
if
guy.
he
I think that guy was just
wasn't
like.
Did you even get?
I
might
think
have
I
just
think he
married
was.
them
Wasn't he
to-
blessed by Christ?
Yeah, he was.
So-
He has low sperm count.
Wait. So okay. So
Solomon
those
was
are-
before Christ also.
God did tell you that they will add seven.
Solomon was also before Christ. You guys don't kill me.
Blessed by a blessed man.
Wait.
Are you
So
joking?
what
He
you
was
saying?
blessed with control.
He
not
was.
blessed with.
Yeah, you're right.
a
So
low-
those that have low sperm counts are not blessed by Christ.
Huh?
Those that have low sperm counts.
Well, I wouldn't put them along the
Wow.
God, no.
You're not allowed to say that.
So that they don't
Cut.
disgrace themselves with their
What
theology.
do you cuts, man? Come on. Now.
Solomon didn't have a good pull-out game.
He didn't have a good
He
plan.
liked
How many
it
kids did
even
he
though-
have?
I don't think it was up to
How many
15.
People are just
Was he up to
fans.
15?
It was
I'm just saying, like, I don't just describe.
I mean, he
he
had
married-
kids, Sha, so like
Yeah,
he
but
wasn't
like,
infertile.
He married a lot just
Which of the-
for
might have been the
political
Drake of the
things.
Which of the kids do you know? Like which?
Drake only has one kid.
Absalom.
Absalom, yeah, was Solomon's kid, yeah.
No, Jeroboam and Rehoboam, I think one.
No,
What
they
did
are
you
not.
guys think about that?
One of them was
Obviously, you guys
What are
saw
you
that hot
saying?
sauce thing.
Rehoboam.
Was that real?
Del
That's
Jeroboam,
Oh,
they
the
took
one.
vote for the
But I
kingdom.
heard Drake.
Drake, yes.
Google it,
Was it true? Is
Jeroboam,
it true?
I think.
I can't.
That
I
one-
can't
That's
believe
that's
it.
so low
That
for him
one-
to. That means
I
it's
can't-
Drake.
I don't
Okay,
think that's low.
so Drake
Why is
apparently
Drake?
had sex with some girl, and like after using the condom, he put hot sauce inside the
So
condom.
that the girl went.
So apart the babe carried the condom later and like choked
Okay.
it like as per to try and get herself pregnant. So because money, and she didn't know there was hot sauce in it, and
Wait,
some
did
problem.
you see the
Yourself.
red?
maybe he put a little
Man,
bit.
she was pushing P, man. She was trying to get that thing in there.
Yeah.
Oh,
But like,
shit.
I feel like that's low. I mean, you're Drake. Like you don't have to, like you get the other way to put hot sauce. Come on, that's low.
What do you mean? He had to kill
That's
his
shitty.
sperm.
That's shitty. I would. I
So you
He
should
couldn't flush it down the toilet.
you get. When you go buy hot sauce for
This is what I'm
supermarket.
saying. Bringing a man down. What is going on
But
here?
to be honest,
I-
but to be honest,
I-
no.
Well,
I
They should
actually
flush
wouldn't
condoms
lie. I
down the
thought it
toilet
was
is
weird.
bad.
It's
too, when I
low.
heard it.
It's
No,
it's low.
but
It's like
also-
No, but I
it's
mean,
so hard.
but also the baby is a dead babe.
that's what I'm saying.
No, also,
The baby is
no,
a dead
she's
babe.
not.
She's a dead
She-
babe.
No, she's fucking
How-
not.
how-
That babe was trying to have Drake's child.
Like dead babe.
Like,
Without
no,
his consent.
Yes,
Yeah, well-
that's so
Well,
dead.
what-
When
well,
two
well,
times
no.
protected.
No.
Free.
It's bad for her to do it, but you get the motivation,
No.
right?
I don't
get
get.
the
Then we
motivation.
get Drake's
Money
motivation.
is-
to
No,
make
I have no
sure-
problem with what Drake did.
If you say you get
I
the
just
motivation-
thought that, like she said, or she said, you flush it, right? I just thought it was weird
But they
what
say
he did.
condoms block the toilet.
Who says that?
What?
They say it does.
But you
Like
have
you
to
shouldn't
realize
flush
that
it
at this
down.
point in time, okay, let's just give it a timeline. Drake has caught a lot of crews. He has a picture that says, I've been doing this for a long time. At this point, he might just be catching crews with them and just saying,
He
you know
could
what,
be, it
let's
could
just
be
see how long
bands,
these
yeah.
babes are. Because he called the one he even had a fluke. So, I mean, at this point in time, it's just like, if you're really that desperate,
I'm a
see
message.
see what is there, kind of.
She probably saw the hot sauce and thought, man, maybe I can still run this shit.
Like she should even think, is there a disease? Like it's red.
I cannot.
You would have lost
I
your
mean, I keep
condom
telling
or
people like
something.
when people have goals,
You wouldn't do that.
they're going to take
Because of,
risks
like,
to
that's-
achieve
that's
their
low.
goals.
Yeah,
That's
can't be
bottom
doing
barrel
anything
behavior.
for
I'm
money.
not Drake now.
Man.
Aisha,
Can't be doing
Yeesh.
anything
Minimal
for
sex
money.
meaning that much.
How about
Yeesh.
morals,
I-
values?
I agree with
I
you.
mean, that much.
Haba.
I agree with you,
Money.
but we're saying it as if people are not steady doing the weirdest shit for money.
Yes, they do,
They
but
do.
like, come on, be
They have
better.
people poop
Yeah,
on them.
understand? You guys are even talking about what she's done there. The story came out because apparently she
some
was
people need
suing.
$20,000.
She was still trying to make money.
Some people need
So
to
like-
do something.
Hey,
I
people,
imagine.
like,
Like-
they say they're dead babe. Like,
They should
proper
very,
dead babe. She's so
very-
They
daft.
should never, even
I would have
themselves,
kept
they should
it
not tell them
quiet.
that
I guess I was so
They
ashamed.
should deny it with them.
Like,
I would have.
See, so that's you in retrospect here thinking about it, thinking about backlash, people calling you a dead babe.
no.
She's thinking about it like, see, hold on. For her, this is almost like a
Once in a
no-lose
lifetime
situation.
opportunity.
She must get bread.
Is one, even if she not get pregnant for him, it's
She's
okay.
sue.
Even if she cannot sue him and make money, it's okay. She's going to be in the public light.
And
She
get
can.
what?
She can. Are you joking?
See what
Tell
the
me, tell
internet,
me.
the internet has spoiled everybody.
Exactly. She
No
can
madness.
monetize her popularity. Do you
So-
think I can assure you that for now I don't know if people know who she is, but by the time it comes out, I can assure you that her numbers online go up.
Yes, but for what? Like,
For money, you just
twa.
said it.
Like, twa.
Well, to you.
We've
And
lost
again, I'm
our
not justifying
values,
people doing
man.
anything for money.
I
But I'm just
understand.
telling you, like that's her
They do
mindset.
it,
Like
yeah.
it's a win-win situation for her on all grounds.
But there's like a part where you cross the line. It's like, how can you make money?
She was down bad.
Like-
So in the trenches, maybe.
Like, but like,
The world is getting harder.
like, yeah, that's
Oh,
why.
I just
People are very
becoming mad.
desperate.
That's
No,
why
No. People been mad since. There's the woman that was pretending. I think their dog died, and she told the child to cry more. She's like an influencer on YouTube.
Oh
or
my
something.
God.
People are desperate, and they're creating emotions for people to come and watch.
That's true.
yeah.
So like, it's based on how.
That's what you
you're
all
deciding
do. All
to
the
download.
influencers,
That's how you're
all
one
people
of
that are
It's just done in
posting,
different- it's done
creating
in different
reels
ways.
and
The
putting
one with
videos.
Drake, obviously,
You are
she's-
creating
That's
I
the
don't know,
stretch.
she's out of her mind.
Emotions.
But
exactly.
Yeah.
They're different. People are doing it in different manners anyway.
Oh my God.
Getting worse, man.
Yeah, by the minute.
That's why we need to move to the metaverse.
Please.
Come on, it will be worse.
You will
there.
just move with it to the metaverse. You're not changing.
DK, it's
You're not
still
purifying your
existed.
intentions. You're just becoming trash.
And well,
and
for
like-
those that will still be in Nigeria
What?
or in the world,
Man, I'll be.
I still want to be here. It's my inheritance, fam.
Nigeria.
I was telling somebody, I can't
Nigeria, like,
imagine.
life. This
Yeah.
Oh,
reality,
yes, of
I
course.
feel like it's my gift. I want to enjoy it. I don't need to go to the man-made one.
An imaginary space.
I don't think it will ever beat here.
But the world you live in here is man-made.
That's not true.
It's not man-made.
Like, Terry, which man made
Which
the
man
tree?
made this world,
Oh,
please?
okay. The road you drove on up
No, I'm
here,
talking
I
of
this
guess.
studio
cars.
you
I'm
are
not
in here,
talking-
the chairs you are on.
No.
The world is not the sky, and you don't interact with the sky.
I
the
do.
world is what you.
Yeah,
Please.
we
I'm
actually.
direct-
You
the
that
sky.
stole flowers from their tree. But
I
anyways,
still talk to the tree, and the tree knows me.
it doesn't know you.
Yes, it does.
So the world that you live in here is man-made. Everything you interact with, your phone is man-made. The car you drove here is man. The clothes you're wearing are.
The breeze
But
I feel
let me
is
tell
not
you,
man-made.
you are being pretentious when you want to look at the metaverse as man-made, and this is not man-made. That's what you are doing.
this is
You are trying to
God-made.
see yourself. Okay.
Why are you discrediting
The
that? Why
metaverse
you
is
discrediting
God-made,
that one for existing?
giving the idea to a man.
What?
Is that
That's
not?
what it
It's
is.
God
Are
that
you
gave
sure?
the idea to a man
Mark
to create the
Zuckerberg
metaverse.
looks like a robot to me.
Oh yeah, it's still God that created the person that created
What
him.
if it's aliens from outer space?
It's still God that
crashing
created
us
the
into
aliens
nature?
that brought them here.
Very long time to learn.
Like anyhow you want to
I
look
feel
at
like
it,
they're
it's still
already
God.
You think aliens
The whole
already
thing is,
here?
the whole thing is really scary.
It's actually
honest.
there are actually theories
He's
that
behaving with
the
us.
world
Trash nigga.
Oh my
was
God.
created.
I watched a
As an
Netflix
experiment
documentary.
by aliens.
Yeah,
Uh-huh,
I watched a
don't worry, they're
Netflix
waiting for-
documentary
they're
on
waiting to take
aliens,
over.
and it felt really real.
Infiltration.
They're not
At
waiting
this
to take
point,
over.
I mean,
They won't.
Sorry, Yeesh, what did you say?
Infiltration.
There's
coming.
a very popular
Every
Netflix
education
documentary on
program.
aliens, and it's very interesting. And apparently, aliens have been visiting for a while, and there've been many like big sightings, even pictures. And governments go around collecting footage, making sure that because they don't want to panic human beings at first.
Yeah.
But-
Do you believe in aliens?
Yes. And then from the
Nkay, do you
documentary,
believe aliens? No, right?
Until I see one, no.
No.
from the documentary apart,
I don't.
from the documentary apart, aliens are really nice. Like they don't want to cause harm to us. Like in
What's
fact,
the difference between me and an alien? Like, they look
I
human.
can't
Like,
believe we're having
No,
this
apart they
conversation.
don't.
Look, until I see the outside.
Did you,
life.
until I
please
see
watch. Please watch the Netflix documentary. It was actually
What's the
really
name?
interesting.
No, but I'm
I'll
sure.
find it
Look,
for you. I'll
I've
send it to you.
no doubt that there's something probably going on out there.
Yeah.
But at
Well,
the same
until I
time,
see.
until I see
I'm
it,
very Nigerian. Oh.
please, they've been creating the movies and everything for me. But now I thank you. I get it. You have different concepts.
It's
Everyone
fine.
has-
Sorry,
everyone
But the
has
thing
their
is,
own
the thing is,
road.
the
But
thing-
if they show,
thing
what
is-
will you do?
So I believe
What
you
are you
get.
talking about?
I'm
At least
just-
let me. Okay, they're here now.
I like guys. That's the
Hey,
character.
what
I'm
will
sorry.
See, look, it'll change.
But
I don't know how to
Tell
go up
us.
either Bitcoin or dollar, but something's going to get mad. Like everything will just be like, alright, you know.
Does anybody
We're here
believe
now,
in
let's-
mermaids?
Exactly.
Does anybody believe there's a civilization underwater? If we
I-
believe there's one up,
I won't be surprised actually. I think so.
Mermaid.
Why do you think God is up?
I'm
But
not
that-
God. I'm
This is
talking
God,
about
you are
aliens.
God is not down, God is inside.
Jessica.
God
Very,
is inside.
very.
But,
No, but I do believe that there could be life.
no, I believe
Downstairs.
mermaids.
Wait, you
Yeah.
believe life down but not up?
I believe
all
up.
around.
I believe in aliens. I think they're aliens. I think there are also aliens on Earth.
I'm going
This
down,
is
no.
war.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I believe mermaids though.
Yeah.
Like all those guys that go to the sea and come back, they tell us stories.
All those
Yeah.
ones that sleep with men and go to mirrors and say, it is done.
Like on Twitter, there's a whole
Kill
thread
me.
of men that go to the sea men, those captains and shit.
Yeah.
Those stories that, bruv, they've seen. Like, and it was a whole thing, it was a whole advert on Twitter, like the stories coming up. I'm like,
There's somebody I know and I met, he said when he was younger, they were driving past that third mainland bridge, I think there's that one, that he saw one and he
In the water.
he was trying to open the car to jump because it was so
Calling, yeah.
alluring. It felt like it was calling him and entrancing, like they had to hold him, like, guy, where are you going?
Maybe she was in heat.
The fuck?
how?
I'm so confused.
Ready to meet. You guys don't know what heat is? Not the movie.
So
We
the
know what-
mermaid
Not the
was
one with
ready
Val Kilmer.
was ready to mate. And
Yeah, so she was calling, so she was
calling him.
drawing him. Yeah.
Okay. Wow, you know something because
Like,
that's a real
exactly.
You're onto something.
Mommy.
I mean, I keep
Oga.
telling you guys that
Now you can see why he wants to leave this
I
world.
know.
Mommy, Oga.
He's ready.
He's ready to try
I
everything.
believe
I
in
think
other
that us
worlds
living
and
in the
other
world
powers.
to also
Definitely.
create a better habitat for those that live in the water. You know, a lot of the tuna and fish and aquatic food that people eat, they are.
You think they're going to stop fishing commercially and destroying the oceans because we're in the metaverse? You
You
see
get
it
like
now.
we don't know.
Hold
You
on.
still- we still
Hold
need
on,
to eat
hold
physically.
on,
If not, we
hold
will
on.
die of.
Hold
clean
on.
my house?
Let's not run too
Maybe I
far.
I
I did not say.
that's on
I don't say they are going to stop.
I'm not gonna have a.
I'm not saying that. I did not say they are going to stop. Eventually, they will stop, but it will reduce.
Wait, you. How you going
Because-
to eat physically? Because you don't feel about we're going to die of. Whether in the metaverse or not, we will
You
die.
have to eat.
If we don't eat, we're going
Of
to
course,
die
you are
of.
going.
And
Of course,
people
you are.
might want the taste
Of course, you're going to
tasting.
eat.
No,
Over
but-
time, people are going to start eating more efficiently because you are not necessarily exerting
Wow.
energy
So,
in your physical body.
Because of the
you're
metaverse,
not
I
going
won't eat pounded yam.
No, I'm just thinking as somebody with food business, what's going to happen
you
to me?
eat, you eat pounded yam, but like in the next
With soup, periwinkle.
yes, but 50 years after the metaverse, you wouldn't even care about.
I
Okay,
will care.
Because
I wanna
chill. What will not be eating? How do you maintain the physical body? Because you need the physical body to be in the metaverse.
You'll be eating more processed, almost like those people
Like
that
pills
This is
that
cancer.
are
exactly
But this is
pills
still
that will
the year
sustain you.
235.
pills that are food,
Anytime soon.
pills
In
that
his
they
own
that
life,
they
you
put
see
into
eat
your
that food
and
and he's chatting
when you are really
I die if I don't have
when
some
you are
of my
really
now.
when you are really
Do you even get?
when you are really
Ewedu.
when you are really
Ah,
sick,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
When you are really sick,
Yo, you,
Nkay, when you are really sick and you can't eat
Yeah.
and you go to the hospital, what do they do?
IV.
Exactly.
And immediately
Lots
I
of people
can eat,
IV.
I eat.
Now you guys, hold on, fine. So you guys are thinking of it as you're thinking of it from your point of view,
See, I can't
but you're not
feel
thinking about the
it.
point of view of the people who are providing this food that you want to eat. They will be in the metaverse. So how are they going to
Providing
cook? Yes.
digital fish.
Oh
We
my
will
God,
die of.
don't
See,
get it wrong.
We will
Eat-
die of if we don't eat. Do you get?
You're going to eat. You're going to eat more efficiently.
I'm gonna drink IV.
Think about.
What if the
Think
metaverse
about.
makes
Think
me
about.
hungry?
Think about someone. Think about someone that works out and how they eat.
We're
They,
just talking about
they
Let's
essentially
stop
eat
talking
for like
about people
sustenance.
and whatever is going to happen.
But also, just speaking about feeding, I know I heard a story about a guy who did it for 2 years.
who didn't eat for 2 years. Ju-
And I actually want to be like that
Boy,
guy.
he survived
John
on
the
water.
Baptist ate only honey
think
and
so.
wild.
Is that possible?
Is that,
wild
yeah, I
honey
think
and
it's possible.
something.
Yeah.
Who said
It's
that?
like
Hunger is also like
Bible.
a
No,
mental
it's
thing.
not.
It actually is.
I'm a
I
biologist,
believe
it's
it.
not.
Oh,
Okay.
just
But
honey and
it's-
water.
Okay, because she says she's
Honey
a
and
biologist, you
wild
say okay.
locust.
Yeah, but still,
Continue
but
arguing
still
now.
it is.
How? You can't tell you what and survive.
No, you
Well, the
can't.
guy did it for 2 years.
The
It's
guy
a lie.
lied.
I'm sure he
So-
snuck paint in the corner and lied.
You cannot eat for 1 week. Okay, we can do 1 week. Can eat for 1
No,
month.
you can-
Okay, a month.
You can, you can push
I
yourself.
tried eating,
You
drinking
can
only
push.
water
You
today.
can actually push
First
yourself.
of all, your brain
Fantasizing.
needs.
Shit,
Agreed.
I have some
I understand
problems
everything
in
you're
the
saying.
car.
It's not
But
possible.
I understand everything you're saying, but he
Bro,
did it.
he did not do it.
Okay.
Huh?
Hey,
He did not do it.
I think I'll
I
look.
can bet my
I'll
ass.
look him up.
Yeah, send
and
it to me.
I
Yeah.
get his details.
Yeah.
I mean, your
I'll
phone
send
is
it to
there.
you.
Google is your friend.
Then I'll send it to you so you can go find him
Is
and
that them
For
fact?
and
2
challenge him.
years.
Yeah, I think it was 2 years.
I
yeah.
was still standing, was
Yeah, he
gallant.
was- yeah, he was
Maybe
so
he's
fine.
It
a
was
monk.
gallant.
Is he a
I like that word. I like the
It's not
one.
possible.
Yeah.
Is it like a
If I
monk
eat
or
for
something?
2
I
hours,
was
I'll
wondering
start
if-
fainting.
If
Is he
you
a
did not
skeleton?
eat.
Did he lose a lot
No, no,
of
no.
weight?
He was actually quite fit.
Guys,
yeah.
are you planning to vote?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it might not count, but okay.
No, it counts.
Did you say you're from
Don't
Ethiopia?
I
let
said
it
it might not
It
count.
counts.
Okay,
She's
yeah.
half Ethiopian, half Abia State.
You have a PVC. You have a PVC. Nkay from Kenya.
Yeah,
Please.
please, yeah.
Perfect.
Do you know who you're going to vote for? Or are you waiting for the candidate?
I'm waiting for
Oh,
him.
that
I'm just-
Tinubu guy is not feeling me.
So who are the people that have declared that you think?
Sorry, how do you get
Saraki.
your PVC?
Continuous voters registration happening online.
Okay.
INEC.
So what website do I go to?
INEC website is there.
Okay.
INEC dot
That's the process.
org dot
NG.
Oh,
ng.
yes, it's all.
Dot
INEC.
org dot
Yeah,
ng.
you're
I
there.
don't know. I'm asking you guys.
Oh shit! I
Just
saw that recently.
INEC.org.
If
I think
P2B is
NG.
coming, I'm going to vote for P2B.
Really?
I don't
Why
think
do you like
P2B can come up by
I don't
himself.
think.
He
I
doesn't
also
have
don't.
the
Yeah, I
political-
don't think he's.
no,
I don't think
he
he's
can do it.
contesting.
Saraki
No, so the
might
people who have
They're reshuffling.
the people who have declared
don't follow anybody till July. All these
Say
ones, they're
till
joking with us. They'll just come and say, no, actually, I bless my son to do the running
They're
for me."
shuffling, yeah.
It's the pastors for me.
who do you?
Who tells them?
Exactly.
Nkay, who do you
And
say
it
is
should likely
shuffling?
be somebody
Like,
from their
you
church.
see old people.
Yes,
Oh,
I'm
okay.
just coming
Oh,
back
the
again.
tickets.
Like I
I've
can't
not
even
been
believe
since I was 2 years. Ticket. I've not seen since I was born.
Like how can Tinubu try and run for president? Like have you
With
seen
his
that?
full chest.
That he looks like he can barely walk from one end of the room to another.
You see, but I know how
God.
to control things.
And this is not the time for
Eh,
Nigeria to be
Also,
No,
also, he
it's
does
not.
not control
But
things.
Think
be
about
sloppy.
it. But you know, politics is more than just a man that you think has sense. The
is.
systems they have to work in, they are mad though. The civil service, mad.
Ah, the civil service.
The
has
legislative
spoiled.
house.
Finished.
There are some there are some people that are appendages to that place. They have been there since the beginning.
No,
and
no,
they're
you
not-
get you
cannot
get
move
when I
them
said like I'll vote
just
my
because
must
you
count.
have sense and you
That's,
know
that's
how
why
to
when
write
you
and
said
you know
when he
what's
said, "Are we
right.
going to vote?" I just
Nigeria
looked
is not
away.
an ideal society.
Our vote will not count.
It's
Like,
not-
that's why I
it
looked
will
away.
count.
It won't. They
It
already,
will.
they already know who's
It
going to be
will-
there next year,
no,
bro.
no,
They already
no,
know.
No,
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 it will
no,
count.
it counts.
It will count.
It counts.
I'm not 12 years old though.
Do you
It
know?
counts.
Do you know what? Do you know what?
But you don't even let yourself believe it.
You know when
doesn't.
this
It counts.
you know when this NSAS thing happened, and there were like two groups of people. Something came up like in the youth group, in the youth and the people pushing Nigeria forward. They are the people who are not on Twitter, who are not exposed, who are not, and they are the majority.
Yeah.
So to me, it's just
Because they're
like
still from that old republic now. They're the
like you know
Let's
that
go
a
down.
way of these politicians getting ahead is by keeping as many people poor as possible, and they have succeeded in doing that because
That's
a
the key.
large population of Nigerians
The
are
K-states.
poor. Bag of
That's-
rice. And
That's
like,
the number.
like if we are saying that this babe did not do it, is not terrible that she puts the thing inside her body with hot sauce in it, she should not be ashamed. As in, should they be ashamed of collecting bag of rice for a vote?
They should.
With
Yeah.
5K, 10K, you can buy a ticket.
And they feel like they are double the amount of whatever the other side thinks it is. Because see how NSAS started, it was completely cajoled by just people who are paid. Like,
No, they were promised to be paid. Some weren't even paid. They said, I will pay you.
so
Go
you
and
see,
do
that's what is even enough, just a promise to be
So
paid.
Yeah.
they actually get these poor folks to just come and see these poor folks. They have their voters card ready.
Yes.
Just a queue. Just go and tick this person's name.
But that doesn't
But-
work all the time. Oh. See,
Ah,
Anambra, let me show you Anambra. Let me
babe.
give you Anambra as an example. This election was one election that even in the villages, they banded by themselves. Community decided that this vote buying, this telling me who to vote is not going to work.
So
Do
you
you
want
know?
to compare the East to the North?
I'm not comparing. I'm just saying that generally, it is not. We should stop looking as Nigerians as
Look at an opportunity for
completely.
change. That's what
Exactly.
you're
We're not
saying,
just
like,
complaining.
have to
let's be
get tired.
realistic
We
now.
are
No, no,
tired.
Let's
Be
be. They're not tired
The
though.
North
It's
is
not
they are burning. These people are suffering from killings, from
Bandits, Boko
poverty.
Haram, like-
You think they too? They are not tired. They have people have
Once you
sense.
give them,
oh.
okay, we are back now. I'll give you one bag of rice.
I can chop your rice and go and vote different.
That's
You're
you.
not following.
That's you.
But it's not just me.
They're not smart enough. They're not
You have to
educated.
give people more credit. Than
Oh no, please! I've
No,
met
at this
people.
point, you're pessimistic, which is fair.
Which is real.
Well, because we've been
Come
going
on
through
now,
it.
have
Yeah,
a-
but that's what I'm saying. So it's okay to be tired, but then at the same time, you also have to realize that it's not bad to have hope because things can change.
And
Oh,
things
boy.
are
change if
changing.
you-
For the fact that in Anambra
boy.
they fully sat down and said no.
So
Like the communities were not
That's
selling. They
Anambra.
sat down.
And at the
Community
same time,
leaders
who do you
told
even know that
them
you
boom.
want to vote for that you're saying that you don't believe?
To be
I
honest,
don't know what's coming out.
true,
They get
true.
their-
Actually, once you know your side, then you can now
Decide.
this what are the odds of your side. and
They're
know
still
what you
announcing
know.
or whatever, declaring
So-
whatever.
Yeah.
The
Like
question
in
is, do you
June.
want APC to come back or do you want a new party?
No,
So
it,
the-
will
so-
it will definitely still be between APC and
And
PDP.
PDP.
Yeah,
you
obviously, but then the
imagine?
question is,
No, you see my point.
Do you still want the same?
What's the
Same
point?
old, same old.
What's the
So-
point?
so-
Same old, same
so-
old.
We
so-
definitely want
so let me tell
change,
let me
but
tell
I
you let me
feel
tell you
like
what the
change
point is.
must
Let me tell
I
you
hate
what the point
politics
is.
here.
run
The change
in
I
the-
doesn't come
hate
from the
politics.
leaders, whoever.
It
Right,
comes from the
right,
people
right,
in
Jess.
it.
Let me tell you the point is,
This thing
right?
is shaky.
We've been in a situation where we've had to deal with the same people every 4 years, over and over and over and over. Now, and I would leverage on NSAS, right? We had that movement, and a lot of people had energy of, we need to change things. We can't continue with these people. Now, people are not stupid. We understand that there are systems and institutions in place that protect these people and give them the upper hand to come back. Maybe we don't get the president we want in 2023. That's the realistic view. I agree with both of you. But if you don't vote for the person that you want or the person that should be there, these people continue to sit on that pedestal.
Fairs.
Now, there's a difference between if I've manipulated elections and I get 90% of the votes, the confidence I come with back the next time is different from when I've manipulated it and I get 50%. If I get 90, even with my manipulation, I'm comfortable. I know that I've subjugated all of you. You had no voice, you had nothing, you had nobody to back. You didn't eat into what I did before. I'm just going to keep doing the same thing. If I get 60%, I know that, oh shit, these people are serious. They didn't, I still won,
But it
but
wasn't like
I can
before.
see how it has been eaten into.
I'm sorry to say, I feel that whoever, if that person wins, it's just like I won and I keep going.
No.
It's not. You don't think about.
Like-
you don't ever think.
That's because
these
that's
niggas,
because
man.
There's
that's
nothing
because
about
we
politics
think
in
that these
Nigeria.
people.
No. I'm
That's because
sorry.
we think these people don't have sense.
Well, I'm sorry. If you think about one thing about politics in Nigeria, I'm sorry to say, if you're in, you're in.
And that's all that- let's
Generally,
get- and that's
the
all.
Situation. You have even if you've done something that was wrong, that you were criminally charged for, and you're even having pending investigation.
You are,
for,
let me
you're
tell
still sort of like where you are, and sometimes you even make
Raji,
claims.
Raji, you have that belief because they've always entered with their 90%. So they've not cared. They've not had reason to care. They've not had reason to fear that they could be removed. NSAS did not give them reason to fear. We let them off the hook.
Actually, no.
Yes.
No,
no,
They-
actually, no.
yes.
Election is
No,
right
no,
now,
no,
they are
no.
They showed-
No.
Why anymore?
NSAS
You'd be
shook the
afraid
government.
No.
Bruv, NSAS shook, he shocked them.
Okay.
They
They
didn't
were
expect that
leaving.
that we could, you
Okay.
get?
They were leaving the country.
They didn't expect that we would stand as some, do you
They
get?
were
We
leaving the
didn't do anything to
country.
shake them.
They were
I
leaving the
saw
country.
The day that they shot at people at National Assembly, what were the senators complaining about? That people caused traffic. They could not use the main entrance to leave. They did not care.
That's for the media.
They did not care. I can assure you of that. If they cared about the NSAS movement, they would not have banned Twitter. If they actually, we still don't matter to them. That is why Tinubu, who people were killed at his toll gate, can come out and
I'm
he's telling
just
people that,
Wants to come
oh,
back.
if I'm president, people will not pay for WAEC.
WAEC.
They don't care.
Like-
You did not shake
Make
them.
it make sense.
So that's when you see their actions, know that you failed, and understand that I was at the end of that process. I was there almost every day.
I have an answer come in.
Okay. So your
I
friend,
was
I carried her to hospital.
Yeah.
I picked her from hospital. So I know what was going on, but they did not care. They killed people. They still, reporters come out. They still don't care.
Remember when they gaslit and said it was not them?
Bro,
Oh.
and then the whole cut thing happened and they came
But
to
you-
Then Al Jazeera released
So
it was
understand that the
them, like,
only way now
was-
They
to
tell
show them
BBC.
that they can be hurt is to eat into their votes.
Okay. Please, everybody.
you
go
I'm not
vote,
saying that
go
I'm not
vote,
saying that
go
we're going to
vote.
get the person we want
get
now.
your
Get your
PVC,
PVC.
babies.
I find it very
I'm
interesting
going
that
to
we
get
think
mine.
of these general elections solely on the basis of our executive, the president and
I
the
know, we don't
We're
think
not
about
thinking of the state legislature. We're not thinking
Honestly,
of our legislature,
we don't
which
even-
is the place we're supposed to try
Everybody-
and consolidate.
Yes.
everybody insults Buhari. What about your local
You don't
local
know your
government
leader-
chair,
you don't
your
know your
local government
senators,
chairman?
They're giving him 200 million to
You-
do constituency
you don't even know
projects.
what
He
it
has
is
kept
about.
it
No,
and
no.
giving you
Yes.
Facts,
So-
friend and said
facts.
he loves you.
So
Like, we're
that's
not thinking about politics
just-
on the real,
that's true,
the entire
right?
field.
And to a large extent, we need to look more grassroots.
Yes.
But the thing is,
This FCT local
When
government.
The thing
projects
is-
are awarded,
the thing is,
they are obviously put into.
But who, the
Public,
people who are meant, yes, the information is there. If you want to vex, you can vex. You have all the
of course,
information.
but
there.
but the thing is,
Do we
with
vex?
Nigeria is not particularly
That's no, but that's
Practicing-
That's what is missing more: the ability to actually carry out adequate, efficient checks and balances. Because definitely, someone is supposed to check it, but someone is also stopping.
Oh, on camera.
Yeah, but the checking. That's
no.
why I
The
said that
constituents are the ones that are supposed to
legislature
check it
Fuck
at
you.
the,
is
at
the
the
point
base.
because the legislature is supposed to be the one who interrogates all these contracts and
Yeah,
codes.
that's what I'm saying. The people that are supposed to check
And we
it
don't
also-
even look
Je-
at them.
Jessica, I think you're that utopia world you're talking about. That's what you're thinking about.
How so?
Because we can even see with, and you were at a forum on this, the Electoral Act. The legislature are now just like lapdogs to the executive. If the executive is already so bad, there's only so much you can even try to affect in the lower chambers. Not talk of local government. The way we practice our federalism doesn't give enough power even to governors to effect the change that will really reach people.
True.
So if you want to be
It's
holding
only
your state
president.
legislative
You know we do anything
ransom,
like
or you want to
nothing
own your national executive, if the executive is saying this is the way I need you to toe the line, and they are all party members, they are going to toe that line. You know, so we have a problem that as they say, is systemic. It runs through
from the head to the digits.
from head to toe.
don't-
We need to be trying to change
have
it.
a long way
We need
to
to be
go,
trying to change
yes.
it at all levels. And again, that goes back to my point. So if you're able to eat into, because presidency has so much power over certain institutions during election, they can sway things here and there. If you can eat into 30% of the presidency, imagine what you eat into to the senator or a legislative or a state senator or a state legislative. It's going to be more. It's going to, the effects will ripple down. And again, remember that our presidential elections happen before states.
Okay.
So if by the time presidential election comes out and people are seeing that, oh, these people have widened up, by the time it gets there, it's going to,
It keep dropping.
and the corruption can only work if it's working as a full unit.
Yeah, that's true.
Once you start infiltrating,
I think
At different
especially
levels.
this legislature is
you'll
on
get to
all
where you're
levels.
going.
Because if you have better laws, at least even me.
But even the presidency,
But
needs-
you know-
the presidency needs to sign off on the law now.
No, but we can veto. We can go against.
How many times are they going
I
to
don't know,
But I
party,
said if you
party
put,
politics
we're
now?
saying the same thing. I completely agree. We have an issue, and the best way to do it to start is your vote. It's the sell of the big thing. But I'm saying, like, if we start vetting better who we are putting. If let's say we can't touch the executive because they have corners that they are doing things with. Your legislative houses. I'm telling, if we can get in the next 2-3 elections coming, let's say, let them do whatever, let them do the executive, but we get the legislature right. a lot of the issues we are experiencing will really, it will come down to bare minimum. Because if you have a legislature that is working, that is functional, accountable, executive will be afraid. Right now, just because, of course, you said it right, we're playing with the same people over and over. But people are coming out.
I would think the biggest institution that's failing is the judiciary, but you know that's a different conversation. Legislatives are going to essentially two-party line. It's always happened everywhere in the world, but the judiciary is a check that's supposed to be independent of party politics.
How can it be independent when they don't have money?
So,
we're talking
guys, thanks for discharging with us. Jessica, are you Yeesha? Are you Aisha?
I'm Yeesh.
Yeesh.
And Nkay, yo. Please remember to subscribe, like, click the alert button.
Like,
And
he gets no credit whatsoever.
And follow us on social media at ACDI Show. See you guys next week.
And they follow me too.
Yeah.
And Raji is there. He's not even in the white shirt.
Nkay asked if they could follow her too.
Oh, yeah, what's your handle?
At NKAY_YO on all platforms.
Nice.
Follow me,
NKAY_YO.
Jessica 15, JESSEHA 15.
What the 15 for?
15 was the year I had my spiritual awakening.
You guys, thank you for coming to our podcast.
That's a great age.
No, not the age. 15, 2015. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Please
15, I was
follow me on Shakara_Nourish Bowls.
You pay for that?
Why? As in, that's my
Is
Instagram.
it sponsored ad?
Please say it louder for those at the back.
Shakara_Nourish Bowls.
Spell it now.
Oh, I have to spell it SHAKARA.
You think about this when you came up with the
Underscore
handle.
Shakira or
Maybe
NOURISHBOWL.
you forget to how to
S.
spell the thing.
Like,
No S at the end.
no, there's actually no S. I just realized.
Okay.
Because it's a bow.
It's just a bowl.
In one go.
Harmony
You should have brought some sponsor our episode.
Yeah,
now.
actually.
Sponsor one episode now.
But
Please,
would the camera come close? No, you please. We have business.
If you sponsor the if you sponsor the episode, I will even carry it to the camera.
Jake,
I'm all for fit farm.
I'll bring it.
That's
I'll
true.
bring it
Your
there.
new fit farm
Angie,
lifestyle.
baby,
I
you
got
come and say hi to the people.
I got
You made it today, late, at the end.
Went to the
God bless you.
I got you.
right behind me or in front of me because
Yeah, I need to sort out some things before that. If you can
Okay.
wait. No, drive behind Yeesh now. Yeesh knows her way.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I had such a good time.
I had.
yeah, so a lot of things.
Yeah, it was a very